Hello and welcome to this video lecture. In this video, we'll be talking about the first and second properties of ratios. That is, A is to B equals C is to D. First property of ratios. If the ratio of A to B is A to B, that is, A is to B equals A is to B and A times B times X times Y is not equal to 0, then A times X is to B times X, which equals A is to B, where two quantities A times X and B times X divided by the common ratio X. A over X is to B over X, which equals A is to B, where the two quantities A over X and B over X multiplied by the common ratio X. A over X is to B over Y equals A times Y is to B times X, where the two quantities A over X and B over Y multiplied by X times Y. While the concepts may seem simple, knowing all three will save you a lot of time and effort on the GMAT. For example, if the ratio of A to B is 4:6, and the common ratio is 2, then A to B equals 4:6, which equals 2 times 2, is to 3 times 2, which equals 2 is to 3. Since we divided both sides by 2 to get 4:6 equals 2 is to 3. The ratio of x to 1 is equal to x, since x is to 1 is equal to x over 1, which equals x. Also, the ratio of x over y to 1 is equal to x over y is to 1, which equals x is to y, since we multiply both sides by y and we get x over y is to 1 equals x over y times y is to 1 times y equals x is to y. The ratio of 3 over 2 to 4 over 5 is 3 times 5 to 4 times 2, which equals 15 to 8, which equals 15 is to 8. Since we multiply both sides by 2 times 5 equals 10, and we get 3 over 2 is to 4 over 5 equals 3 over 2 times 10 is to 4 over 5 times 10 equals 3 times 5 is to 4 times 2, which equals 15 is to 8.